Steven Crowder.
And I honestly like Kanye, though, honestly, and I don't think he hates Jewish people. I really don't.
No, I don't think he hates Jewish people. I think he's been wronged, and I
Yes.
think that he's aiming sometimes a howitzer. He's being imprecise.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's not wrong about everything. Look, is there a conversation to be had about secular humanists with Jewish last names in Hollywood
Jesus Christ.
exploiting people in positions of, the performance arts talent? Yeah. And by the way,
Remember what I said about how a lot of people will listen to Fuentes and internally go like, yeah,
that happens in the conservative movement too, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
People sign contracts where they don't know what they're signing. Yeah, it's true. Is there a disproportionate number of people with Jewish last names in higher banking? That's an argument that can be made.
Like, listen to this. Jesus Christ.
But then when you get to it's because they're Jewish and well, now we have a problem, not because it's offensive, but because it's inaccurate. So let me first set this up. Kanye West has been wronged. And I do think that this matters.
This is the line that he'll draw, where basically he'll be like, oh, I don't think the guy espousing neo-Nazi talking points is wrong. Is it true that there are lots of Jews who screw people over in the media? Is it true? Blah, 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 blah. And then he'll go through all that and he'll be like, yep. Oh, but I don't think they're doing it because they're Jewish. And then he'll walk away from all of that. This is the line that he can draw. He can't make the causative link that Kanye's willing to make, but he will give everything up to that point. Like he'll build the case all the way up to the line he's able to make, which is the direct justification. But it'll stop right there, You can tell that this is being done deliberately, and this isn't like a legitimate reflection of where he's stopping, because he says that he doesn't think that Kanye is being anti-Semitic. When Kanye is, again, just openly espousing Nazi rhetoric. There's no ambiguity. There's no dog whistle to what Kanye is saying. It's not dog whistling. Kanye is not dog whistling. He's just saying Nazi talking points. So for Crowder to look at that and go like, oh yeah, well I don't think he's being anti-Semitic. I just think he's correctly pointing out the fact that a bunch of secular humanists with Jewish last names like Goldstein are screwing people over in the media. Wink. But I would never say it's because they're Jewish. Like, he knows what he's doing. Guarantee all the Daily Wire cronies would be backing Ye up if not for Ben Shapiro. I think that Ben Shapiro is going to be ousted at some point in the near future. Because clearly the far right is like running in line with the yeah, we're just going to be Nazis from now on line. So eventually like Ben is going to be ousted or bought out or he's going to quit in disgust or something like that, because eventually it's not going to be possible for Ben unless he just starts saying Nazi talking points, which I don't know. He literally wears a yarmulke. He's made his Jewishness too much a part of his identity. I think for him to like go to that point. And I do think that Ben has some like primitive sense of self-preservation that he tries to maintain, I do think Ben to an extent sees the writing on the wall here. Like, I know Ben is a fascist, and I know that Ben has held water for a lot of fascist talking points. But I do think on some level, he's sitting there at his desk thinking like, there sure is a lot going on right now. I think he can see that, It probably doesn't help that he's seen as like the representative of like the non-populist neoconservative and coincidentally Jewish right, because that would make him a target on like 3 points, like the ultra far right neo-Nazi coalition would dislike him for his ethnicity, his religion, but also for the fact that he's always been like the relative moderate in terms of calling out Trump for his behavior. So has he actually been a moderate? No, but it's a perceptive thing. Yeah, he also works with people like Matt Walsh and Candace Owens who are endorsing Kanye, which I imagine is going to lead to some pretty tense arguments behind the scenes. Do you think the mainstream right will ever drop Zionism for being too Jewish? It's like a 50-50 thing, because on one hand, the far right has always had like a love-hate with Israel because they like the whole ethno-nationalist thing that Israel pulls off. At the same time, though, there's the whole like America's cucked out to Israel narrative that I like the very, very, very far right does not, you know, kind of wants to pull themselves away from. So, I don't, yeah, I don't know. Is this a Catholic versus evangelical thing on the right? No, there's no real difference. The cultural weight of Catholicism right now is mostly in Catholic converts. Catholic converts are indistinguishable from evangelicals because neither of them actually believe in anything but power and white supremacy. Their religion is just a very powerful justifying mechanism for their beliefs. It's not so much like a moral framework that they build their ideas around. I'm talking about Catholic converts here, not just about not Catholics broadly. Oh yeah, a lot of these tradcaths, like I've said before, were 17-year-olds with porn addictions who saw one too many Crusader memes online and then dedicated their lives to LARPing as tradcaths, by which I mean appreciating stained glass windows and wanting to have a 14-year-old white wife who stays barefoot. Um, and that's their traditional Catholicism, yeah. Oh, sorry. Nick Fuentes calls himself a tradcath. 14-year-old barefoot boy wife for him. Yeah. There are some chill Catholics, but not Catholic converts, huh? Oh, no, no, no. I grew up in LA. A lot of Mexicans there. I know plenty of chill Catholics. Never met a chill Catholic convert. Does he really call himself a tradcath? I think so. Whatever. What about Protestants? Well, evangelical Protestants are like the far right wing of the Protestant branch. There isn't as much of a wave of Protestant converts right now. Protestantism is very unstructured naturally, like Catholicism is much more regimented in terms of its like structural hierarchy. It's also easier to LARP as a Catholic than a Protestant because Catholics are all about big buildings, stone arches, and stained glass windows, and Protestants are all about going to service once a week in like the shitty, like moldy basement of a community rec center, and developing a personal relationship with Jesus, which is really, really difficult to like LARP about because you're supposed to keep it to yourself. Yeah, basically Catholics are shinier. That's the critical difference there. To be honest, cathedrals look cool. They do look cool. Don't forget Orthodox. I'm sure it's a thing, but I haven't exactly seen many like Orthodox converts. Catholics have apostolic succession. Protestants don't. Well, Catholics have a lot of stuff that Protestants don't, like, say, nice buildings. What do you think about modern churches? I mean, you ever been in, like, a Protestant... This is a Protestant church, okay? Guys, here you go. Welcome to the LARP Fest. It's your local community rec center. It's it's the southwest corner of the local park. Yeah, they look like Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. They do. Look up Orthodox churches. They're actually beautiful. Yes, every religion on earth has beautiful buildings except Protestants. Yeah, literally. Average church building for Catholics, Orthodox, and Protestants. This is literally true. This isn't a joke. In case you guys don't know, it's fully true. Vaush talking about stuff he doesn't get. There's like 1,000 different Protestant denominations. Yeah, that's the problem. There's 1,000 denominations, so none of them have the money to build cathedrals. Yeah. The closest thing there are to Protestant cathedrals are the mega churches. And you do not want to be here, okay? Mega churches are basically stadiums where a guy who's worth $1/2 of $1 billion tells you how giving him money can help him afford another jet, which is God's plan. I've never been to one of these myself, but I know people who have, and this is basically like the most American religious structure imaginable. Hey, these guys don't pay taxes because they're registered as a religion. They're literally just stadiums, except the celebrity on tour is the pastor, and he's worth a lot of money. Who's that Copeman guy? The guy who looks like the devil? Yeah, sometimes your procession will just be led by the devil, which is cool. This is him trying to look like a human. Thank God for his blessed earthly design, such that we may identify the denizens of hell. Oh, that guy? Yeah, that guy. He's a piece of shit. He's also worth a lot of money. How much money, you ask? Um, During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Copeland claimed that the pandemic had ended or would soon end, and that his followers would be healed from the virus. He stated that followers should continue paying tithes, teeths, money, if they lost their jobs in the economic crises the pandemic caused. So that's why he's super wealthy, because if you lose your job to the pandemic, keep giving me money. I need another private jet. Oh, apparently he has a private airport. The Kenneth Copeland Airport. God's plan. Joel Osteen is another piece of shit pastor. He refused to give shelter in his megachurch for hurricane victims in Texas in 2017. Oh, they're genuinely evil people. They're fully evil. I would say they're Disney villains, but the closest analogy we have is Count Frollo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and he was legitimately a better person than any of them. Like if you took a Frollo and put him next to all of these guys, he would actually be more textured, nuanced, and capable of good than any of them. I fully like not even close. Yeah. He had like an actual like well, he was a human for one, you know, which already puts him up on these demons. Why not let hurricane victims in your megachurch? They're evil. Literally I don't. That's it. They're evil. Yeah. They're just evil. It's yeah. Again, defies analytic ability. Mormon architecture. The Mormons have some decent buildings. There's actually a big. I think it's Mormon. Hold on. Los Angeles Mormon Church. I think it's Mormon. Yeah, it's really big. The Los Angeles, California temple. It's kind of difficult to get a feel for how huge it is just from the photo. I would always drive by it from outside, and it would just be like this mountain that you would drive by. Let me see if I can find like a. It's got a pretty good look. It actually kind of reminds me of some of the Sirius Sam, like Egypt levels. You know what I'm talking about? Like a little oasis, and it's got like the geometric. Okay, here, wait. I'm dropping my little dude off. We're gonna do a really quick maps. Really quick maps, okay? You guys ready? Okay, this is it, right? Los Angeles, California temple, is that right? Okay, yeah. Wait, where did I see this building from? What road is this? Where did I live my entire life? Hello? Hold on. I just want to see if I can, like, recreate the view that I'd get. Oh, from Santa Monica Boulevard. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Sorry, it shows as a highway because Santa Monica Boulevard is considered like a freeway, which is dumb, but, you know. Okay. I'm getting angry now. Ramstein. What? Shut up. Which direction are we headed in? God damn, LA is flat. Take me there. Take me there. We're going further along. Do you work on 3D models in Blender? Only when I can't get out of it. Come on, take me there. We're almost there, guys. Do 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 do. We're coming up on it. Can we please do politics? Can we shut up? Maybe? This is politics. Why are we driving on the wrong side of the road? We're going backwards, actually. You're driving the wrong way. It's fine. Beep, beep. Imagine if this was live, like Google Maps Street View. You're just live controlling a Google car, and there's some like intern like driving backwards furiously. Okay, we're doing it, guys. We're almost there. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Oh, I'm clicking. Okay, now we're on the side. Whoa, big zoom. Big zoom. There we go. We're coming up in it. Yeah, look at that. There we go. I can't imagine how expensive all this land is. This is right next to Beverly Hills. Look at this. This is like a lot of acres of land. Like, this would be worth, for development, this would be worth tens of millions at least. It's just really big. It's just empty, yeah. It's about 30 acres. That is so much in Los Angeles. Eh, well, whatever. What is it? Mormon church. Okay, we're moving on.